Everyone, it's Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. And I see we've got somebody in the chat, and it is, of course, Lewis from Portugal saying hi to everybody. He's top of the pops, top of the comments list. So we Share Abundance. What is We Share Abundance? It is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We Share Abundance publicly. And I'm going to head over there right now because that's where we see most of the comments when things are working. When things are not working, it's usually in the link up with Facebook from the app we use. So I'm in Facebook. I'm looking for We Share Abundance publicly. And when I get there, I'm going to be looking for the 9th of March. So scrolling down, looking good so far. Click on the little link where it says click to expand. We should get the comments page up. So that's ready for people when they want to comment. I see we've got people in watching, but nobody commented yet from Facebook. Okay. As I said, we are the United States of the world. We are a nation. We are an emerging nation. We've been around for short of 3 years, and we've been putting in our infrastructure, building on solid foundations, and we're now in a position to expand our economy for the benefit of all citizens, because we already have our own treasury and currency and social services, but we're now building industries, and we're also getting involved in overseas industries, if you like, industries that are not within our own nation. All of this brings income into our community, enhances the value and liquidity of our currency, and benefits, therefore, all our members. Our members, sometimes we call them citizens. Anyone can be a citizen of the United States of the world. We are open to people from all different locations, continents, countries, colours, class, creeds, genders, financial status, educational level, different backgrounds. It doesn't matter because we're a non-separatist organisation. We don't see those differences. We don't pigeonhole people. We just say everybody is a human being, and every human being is unique, and so has something unique to offer our community. So every human being has equal value to our community, and so they're all treated with equal love and respect. Okay. We also have Kingsley in from Manchester, UK. It says, I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you, Kingsley. And we've got Norman in from Doncaster, Ramachandra from Mumbai, still in Mumbai. He's been traveling all over India, but he's been in Mumbai for a while now. But he is from Watford, UK. And we've got Richard from Devon, UK. Okay, UK. Right. Um, as I said, we are a non-separatist nation, and we have a little affirmation we'll be doing in a moment to just help us with that ideology. And we are also a nation that's bent on helping people find true happiness in life. Most people come and look at us because they are interested in making money, because they want to pay off their bills, to travel more, to have a bigger house or a new car or whatever it may be. But underlying all that, what they really seek is happiness. And you cannot buy happiness. Chasing money is very difficult. Very few people manage to catch money. It runs away from you. The people that do catch it make vast fortunes, but they don't necessarily become happy. True happiness comes through loving service to others. And the great thing about that is you can't be of service to somebody else without it being of greater service to yourself. So what in actual fact happens once you start living in that world, if you like, of loving service and just doing that because it's what you want to do. You want to help people. you want to be of service to others, you go out of your way to be of service to other people, you find that everything that you wanted in life just starts flowing to you. It's a much easier path than chasing money, and it's more certain to get you the results you want, because you will find true happiness through that. And we have a little prayer that helps with that, and we'll be getting into that prayer in just a minute or so. I'm just checking that we've not got anybody else in there yet. And so we will now, as I say, get started with a little short prayer that helps us on the path to happiness. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and through love, that each member may find the joy of service. And through that service, bless each member, that they may attract true happiness and everything they want and need in life. Amen. Okay, and as I said, we're non-separatist. We don't see all the superficial differences. Just because I'm old and bald and fat and with a beard, that would put me in certain pigeonholes in some people's mindset. But I'm really no different from who else have we got? Kingsley or Norman or Ramachandra or Richard. We've no ladies here, but I'm no different from the ladies either. In essence, because everybody is just a human being. We're all part of the same family. We're all made in the image of God. So we have a little affirmation to help us keep that non-separatist ideology. It goes like this. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Amen. Okay, and I just said we've got no ladies in, and I noticed we've now got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, US of A. Okay. No, not okay, that's Oklahoma. She's from Southern Alabama. Okay. Forgive me, I'll get my heart on the way out. Okay, right, where are we? I'm here with the updates. We've not got much news from development, because there's no development actually ongoing at the moment. Our developers are off. We still haven't actually chosen the team that will move forward with the programming for our trivia games, which will be an amazing thing in their own right. People will be able to play free just for the fun of it, but they'll also be able to pay a one-time $2, which will in fact keep them in paid games over and over and over again, and generate them a little bit of income from that as well. But importantly, they'll be into the paid games, and anybody that wins 7 games in a row can win over $30,000. And so I think it'll be very exciting as well as a lot of fun. And you'll be able to play and see what score you can rack up, and you'll be able to brag about how good you are. And then somebody else will come along and beat you, and they'll be bragging even more. So it'll be fun, and it'll be very profitable for some people, and it'll be very profitable for our shareholders, because we sold shares to finance this game. We still have shares available if anybody wants them. They're $100 each. But we'll manage even if we don't sell them. We'll get it all up and running and available. The great thing about it is it'll help all the members. It'll be fun, but it'll also put a lot of cash into our liquidity pools, as well as putting a lot of cash into the pockets of the shareholders. Just one share is likely, in time, it's going to take us probably 2 or 3 years. We're aiming for 3 years. We may be able to do it quicker. It may take us a bit longer. But by the time we got hit our target, our goals, just one share is likely to create $1 million wealth for the shareholders. So it'll be exciting for them as well. I'm sure they'll want to play in some of the games too and enjoy the site. But if every game that's played by anybody, the shareholders will be making an income from that. Okay, we've got Andrew in as well from New Zealand. It'll be Friday in New Zealand. Good morning, Andrew. I don't know what your weather's like. It's supposed to be cold and blizzards and things here in the UK, but down in this southwest peninsula, it's been particularly mild today. It has been cold the previous couple of days, but it's been quite mild today. It's been quite a nice day. We've had the winds change round. They were coming from the northeast and were bitterly cold, but now they're coming from the southwest, bringing rain with them, of course. When we get southwesterly winds, they tend to come off the ocean and bring a little bit of rain in. But they're also much milder because the ocean that we have is warmed by the North Atlantic drift, coming all the way up from the Caribbean as the Gulf Stream, and then as it gets up into the more northern latitudes, it cuts across, heading for England, and it keeps us nice and temperate down here. So we've had a nice temperature-wise, a nice day today. But I believe there's quite a lot of snow and ice further north. Not sure how Manchester's coping. It's a little bit lower, Manchester, so it might not get as much snow, but I think there'll be a lot in the Peak District, close to Manchester. Right, okay, enough about the weather. What have we got for you? As I say, not much in development. We are still pressing forward with that. We are still pressing forward with the marketing campaign for the Turnkey Cash Cow. That's out of our hands. We're waiting for that to be delivered now. My Caleb O'Dowd's ROI tips, and then that will be also creating income, essentially, and initially for the members of the Turnkey Cash Cow program, but it will also be putting money into the liquidity pools. The more income we have from whatever sources, the quicker we'll fill the liquidity pools, the more beneficial that will be for all the members, because the wealth that they're building internally will then be able to be transferred to external wealth. In other words, we give our members our own currency every month, and we have a free raffle which distributes even more of that currency to our members every month. And some members have got literally hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of our currency that they've built up over a period of time. But to take that outside and use it, for example, if you wanted to go on holiday to the United States, you'd need dollars, and to change that into dollars, at the moment we don't have sufficient liquidity to be able to do that. We are aiming ultimately to have infinite liquidity, absolute liquidity, in the same way that Bitcoin has absolute liquidity. If you've got $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, you want to sell them, you can sell them. Okay, might bring the price down. You might not get as big a price as you would have liked, but you can sell them. If you want to buy $1 billion worth, you'll be able to buy them. There's always people selling and buying, and so there is that unlimited ability to exchange your currency or your Bitcoin for some other currency, whether it be another cryptocurrency, or whether it be a more traditional currency, which they tend to call fiat currencies. But in fact, all currencies today are fiat currencies, whether they're crypto or whether they are dollars or pounds or yen or euros or whatever. Fiat currencies, strictly speaking, just means a currency that has no backing. Okay, it's not tied to any tangible source. In the old days, currencies used to be tied to gold. They had what they called a gold standard, but that no longer exists. Um, and so that currency um, is what is called a fiat currency, and it's purely based on the optimism of the people that use the currency, the belief in the system. You know, like the dollar is worth a dollar because people believe it's worth a dollar. Um, but currencies can get into massive deflationary situations where they become worthless. And then what happens? The country says, okay, we'll scrap that currency. We're going to start another one, boom, over here, which is worth more. And people have to just do that and they take a loss. Anyway, that's enough of economics. I never really enjoyed economics when I studied it back in my youth, but there you go. Who else have we got in? Kingsley says it's snowing in Manchester. Oh, okay, so you are getting some snow. I don't think you'll get um, many inches there, but I think there'll be just outside Manchester. You get into the Pennines up in Rochdale, Oldham, Burnley, that sort of area. I think they'll get quite a bit. Um, and Andrew says you got a bit of rain there at the moment. Yeah, we've got mixed here, and it's been quite beautiful weather on occasions, and the next minute we've got quite heavy rain. But it is, as I say, much milder than it has been for the last few days. So it's been quite pleasant, really. And we've got Ali Murtaza Solangi saying hi. Not sure where you're from, Ali. Where you from? The guess, Pakistan. Okay, I might be totally wrong, but there you go. Let us know where you're from, folks. Let us know. We have members from all over the world, from all over the world. So those are things that are ongoing. We've not actually started the trivia game site um, development yet, but we're very close. It will be starting very soon, just as we finalise the details with the people we're discussing it with, and also coming up quite soon will be um, the marketing campaign for Turnkey Cash Cow. We've got Syed in. Um, so when you start withdrawal, we share abundance. When we have sufficient liquidity, Syed, uh, we need income. The income, then we create a surplus of income. That surplus of income goes into the liquidity pools, and we have support for our cash. We already have withdrawals, but the withdrawals are only from our secondary staking, where we have funds that are earning income in our investment programs, and that is paying out on a monthly basis to the members. We have the Easy Business Builder, which is paying out to the members commissions. You can make 100% commissions on that. You sell $100 Warrior Chief position in the Easy Business Builder, you make $100, and that is instantly available in your wallet. We have the SOAP program, where you can give away coupons that cost you nothing and cost nothing to the person you give them to, and they get a paid membership in the Easy Business Builder, and you earn $3, and they get coupons that they can give away and earn $3. for every coupon that is used, and that is instantly available. We have our Poverty Crusher plan, which tells great value advertising, login ads at a ridiculously low price. I think it'll have to go up, but at the moment you get 1,000 exposures to buyers for just $5. And that is an amazing compensation plan paid in USDT, which is again instantly available. You've got to hit minimum levels. You've got to hit. I think it's just $5. It might be $5. It might be $10, because we've got to have some sort of limit on it, but it's really low. Uh, it's $10 in the Easy Business Builder plan. That's paid out in Wheat Abundance tokens. The secondary staking is paid out in USDT, and we are starting the stable stake program, which will help people. Once again, like the secondary staking, helps people use that wealth that they've built up in their portfolio with Abundance tokens. Secondary staking helps you use that, make income on that, and the stable stake program will also be paying out in USDT. We've got small number of members, but quite a few. I can't remember what the exact number is now, probably a dozen or so that have already got involved in that. And that pays out in USDT every month. And at the end of 12 months, we will return your stake of $100. Plus, we will give you back whatever you've got staked in the primary staking for We Share Abundance. For most people, that'll be another $100. So you put $100 in today, and by the end of 12 months, you'll have $440 out. But it doesn't stop there, because then we're going to pay you $50 a month for life from that stable stake program. And there may be additional bonuses. It depends on how well our investments go. Okay, so there is plenty of withdrawal available, but there is no withdrawal available from the free tokens that we've handed out that you are building in that legacy for the future until we get sufficient income into the liquidity pools to support withdrawals from that area. Okay. If we invest in secondary stake $100, how much do we get back? If you put $100 in, we also add $100 from your Wheat Abundance wallet, so your stake is then valued at $200. We pay you 5% on the $200 every month, and you can as much as double that to 10% every month. So you can make up to 20% a month on your $100, basically, from that secondary staking. That's paid in USDT. It's all on the site. Go and read it. It's under in the menu. It shows as passive income, I think. So just go and check it out there. Syed Assad said, answer, we log in every day, how much we earn. Depends on what you're involved in, Syed. And it depends on what level but that's all on the site as well. In your primary staking, you earn $50 a month, but that goes into your Wheat Abundance wallet. That is not withdrawable. That is pending the building of the liquidity pool. Where are we going to get the income from for the liquidity pool? Well, essentially, in the first place, we're going to get it from the cash cow marketing campaign. We're going to get quite a lot of income from that. We're going to get a lot of income, not immediately, but as we build in that trivia site, we will get a lot of income from that. We also get income from third-party plans that we promote. Those are plans that are not under our direct control. We get income from the plans that are under our direct control. The Easy Business Builder, the Poverty Crusher, secondary staking, primary staking are all designed to create money that will income that will be used in those liquidity pools, helping all the members. But we also have multiple income streams in your dashboard there that you can join any of the programs you choose from there. And most of the programs you see will be headed up by admin, not all of them, because you can add your own programs in. You might be a Herbalife distributor, you might want to put that in, so you can add that into the downline builder yourself. But most of the programs all the programs that are involved, introduced by admin, the admin accounts there, any funds that are generated from those, once again, come back into We Share Abundance, and any surplus we have after paying out all the expenses for the month go into the liquidity pool. How much do we need in the liquidity pools? A lot. Okay. If you think about it, people think about it in a small scale. They say, well, just give us $5 a month or $10 a month or $20 a month. And you look at it that way, okay, it's not much. Why don't we do it? But we have over 30,000 members. So you give everybody $5 a month, you're looking at $150,000. So that means you need at least $150,000 in the liquidity pool. Really, you need a little bit more initially, because when it all starts off, you're going to need more and more and more. So you need probably half as much again. So if you're paying everybody, a few dollars, you need a lot of money in your liquidity pool. And that's why we need people to help us with generating income from the downline builder, from the programs that we have, the Easy Business Builder, the Poverty Crusher, the secondary staking, the new stable stake plan. All these things, the more people get involved in them, the more money goes into the liquidity pools. The more we get in there, the more we can do with it. Okay? It's about pulling things together. My ambition is to get to a point where we will be able to refund everybody their primary stake. And the stable stake is one way that we can bring that forward and do that, because we are, at the end of 12 months, pretty sure that we will have made sufficient profit from our trading activities to have the ability to not only give you back your stake in that stable stake, $100, but also the $100 that you use to stake all the fixed pools in the primary staking. So at that point, you're operating free and clear. It's costing you nothing because you got all your money back. I did have plans to refund all the stakes, and these were discussed in great detail with a contact that I had, and it was progressing quite well, actually, somebody that's very wealthy. And we worked out a deal for them for the tokens, and they were going to put in a lot of money that would have enabled us to repay all those stakes and do a lot more as well. But unfortunately, there is a lot of negativity out in the wild west of the internet at the moment about We Share Abundance. And so the deal fell through because the guy, quite rightly, felt that would influence his holding negatively, and it may come back on board at some stage as we do what we need to do ourselves. But we'll be in a better position to bargain at that point if we have people that want to come in and do a deal with us, because we will then be in a much stronger position. So it's a shame. I don't blame people for being negative, but it's better to be positive. You live a happier life if you're positive. But I can understand people being upset with not being able to withdraw. But you can't withdraw what's not there. We need income. You've got to have income to be able to make the payments. And everything that we have goes out to the members. We've never built up a reserve of income. Um, if we'd done what On Passive have done, and pushed it out and got millions of members paying $100 each, we sat on hundreds of millions of dollars that nobody's ever benefited from so far in the way that On Passive have done. And they've been at it for I can't remember, it's 4 or 5 years now, but it's a long time. And we perhaps should have done something similar, but we didn't. We got off to a good start. We got in over $4 million, but we paid it all out. Boom! It all went out to the members, and because of that, we found that our foundations weren't solid. We were building on sand. We would have collapsed and certainly gone out of business, and we had to change everything. And so we spent a couple of years doing just that, changing everything, putting in solid foundations where we can move forward, and we know that we're going to be here for generations to come, not here today and gone tomorrow. Okay. Who else have we got? We've got Pomade in from Nigeria. One of the programs we had in the Downline Builder, I sent a message out about it, and we've discussed it over the last 2 lives anyway, because Richard brought up that he was having problems with the withdrawals from mining1bitcoin.com. It came strongly recommended from a member, but he didn't tell us that he had always just invested in the 2 lower plans, the starter plan and the, I can't remember what the other one's called, but the 2, the light plan, I think it's called light. And they have a lot of plans, and the higher up you go, the more money you make, supposedly. But you don't make it if they're not going to pay you what they say. And so there was a red light came from Richard. We had a look at it, and it was still working for us. So I have a tendency to trust until proven wrong, and I've still not proven wrong yet. But they are putting payments now that we would have been withdrawing into the pending withdrawals. And so we've removed it from the Downline Builder, and we put a warning on my blog about it. We just no longer feel confident enough for it to be in our Downline Builder as something solid enough for people to get involved in through us. Okay, but we do have quite a number of other programs that seem to be built far more strong, more viable, more honest. Okay, top of the list really is Vortic. Vortic United doesn't pay the most of all of the plans that we have, but it doesn't pay the least either. It has some amazing compensation plans if you choose to share it with others, but it is very, very solid. I think it is a really strong, solid plan. I can be wrong, okay, but I have spent a lot of time speaking with Jensen, and Jensen always listens and he discusses things, and he's got an impeccable record, and I can't imagine that that he would want any black marks on his record. So what he's doing within the bounds of his ability in what he's paying out. It's still very good. You don't have any monthly fees or anything, um, and you can earn from 4% a week up to 6%. No, maybe even more, up to 9% a week, I think, in their compounded plan. Um, in the plans where you have more control over the reinvestment and thing, from 4% to 6% a week. Okay, which is really, really good, you know. Try and get 4% a year out of your bank. They'll laugh at you. Okay. Um, so that is a really solid plan. I also like CoinMarketBull. They haven't been around all that long, but they seem to be good and honest, and they've once again, like Vortic, they've got offices there that they've acquired, and they're setting everything up, and they're making improvements to the site. At the moment, their reinvestment that they've put in, they're doing it with no fees. So that's just a thank you to the members that they have there already, and that is a very lucrative plan. That is 1.2% per day, but it's 7 days a week. So it's a very lucrative plan. You can possibly, I mean, they talk about getting up to 1.8% per day. I've not seen them pay that out to anybody yet, but they are paying out 1.2% a day, and it looks pretty solid. The compensation plan is nothing like as good as the plan in Vortic, but it's there, and you can make extra cash from that. We started in CoinMarketBull with a $200 investment. $50 of that you have to use for, basically it's a 12-month membership, if you like. They talk about it being the purchase of the bot for 12 months, but what you call it, it's $50 that you have to pay before you can start making any money, and then there's a minimum deposit initially of $50. So you need a minimum of 100 to get involved. We got involved with 200. It gave us 50 for the bot and 150 that that we put in. And I think that's up at around $400 at the moment now. That is including referral income. So it's growing, and it's doing nicely. All these plans, you're looking at compounding, and compounding, the longer you compound for, the more effective it is. You know, if you compound something for a week or a day or a month, or it doesn't make a big difference. 6 months, you're starting to see something. 9 months, it's looking good. You get into 12 months and you're going, wow. And that's when you're interested and you're saying, okay, let's take it to the next level. So compounding takes time. You're going to have a bit of patience, a bit of tenacity, a bit of perseverance with these plans, but they can be very profitable. So that's Vortic, CoinMarketBull. AAS, I think, is a really solid program. The guy that behind it, Jason Michael, is very upfront. He calls a spade a spade. He on the Telegram group, he posted some proof of the trading the other day. I didn't look at it very much because, in all honesty, it's too much trouble for me to go through it all and say, okay, you know, I mean, if he's going to put it up there, it's not going to be something that it's going to be detrimental, is it? You know, so. But they've been doing some changes to the site, possibly, I think from what I've gathered, there might be some automatic compounding coming in there, but I'm not sure if that's what they were doing. But they said they were putting in additional security measures and things as well. And then they've been rebooting the site pretty much from this morning, so it's still not working in the way that it does when it's working properly. The timers are still stuck, and uh, but it'll take another 12 hours perhaps, and you'll start to see the return on investment coming up on a daily basis again, and the timers work. Um, it's a good plan, and you can get involved in that for just $20. So $20 for AAS, and they pay you 1.65% pay, but they're not paying out while they're doing the maintenance because they can't do the trading while they've been maintaining and making changes to the programming on the blockchain. Okay, so but it's 1.65% per day when it's going, which is an excellent return, obviously. 7 days a week. Uh, just $20 you can get started with that. CoinMarketCap, you need a minimum of $100. Vortic, you need a minimum of $50. I don't think there's any maximums in any of these. Who else have we got? Funds is something we've been in for a while. I think we got involved in it at the end of May or June of last year, and by the end of 12 months, we should see some decent fund from that. But you need a minimum of $110, and effectively you need 150, 200, $250 because they have monthly fees that you take out of your income. So, um, and they pay usually a little bit over 3% per week. Still very good, very good. I mean, once again, 3% per week plus, 3.1, 3.2, 3.05 or whatever every week coming in is really good, steady income. They have a pretty good compensation plan, and that again is something that I think is pretty solid. Um, but you need more money to get involved, and it's only 3%. So my favourite is Vortic. Probably second favourite is AAS. Um, but to get your funds in and working faster, and it's a bit um, almost on a par. Coin Market Bull, I think, is good as well. Don't pay quite as much as AAS 1.2 as opposed to 1.65, but your funds get to work for you quicker, and they don't seem to have downtime in the same way that AAS tend to have on different occasions. But both good plans. And then, of course, there is Beyond Infinity, and we'll subsidise you for that. Officially, you need $50 to get involved in that, but we'll give you $35 back if you join with our link. So it only costs you $15. If you're totally passive, it's going to take 5 years before you are seeing any results. If you are active, you can bring that down on the passive income side to a few months. I think we've got it down to about 7 months more now from one of our accounts, about 9 months from the other. We've got two accounts that are stacked together. Both admin accounts, both funds come back into We Share Abundance. So hopefully they're going to start paying in a few months' time. So all these are going to bring more income in. Without income, you can't pay out. If you've got a bill to pay and you've no income, how are you going to pay your bill? If people want withdrawals from the free money that we give within our system, we've got to have the income to cover those withdrawals. And the more people that help with that, the faster we'll go. Nothing is going to stop us, but negativity creates a headwind against our progress. positivity gives us a boost. So it's up to the members how they want to approach things. Okay, so that's the same answer that you always get, Syed, for the same question that you always ask. But I thought I'd cover it in a bit more detail for the benefit of other people. Okay, let's have a look and see who's in the Melon app. And I know Lewis is there because he was top of the pops. He was top of the comments list. But let's scroll down and see if we've got anybody else in there. No, no questions in there. No comments in there from anybody else. So there's only uh, Lewis from Portugal in there. Okay. Um, I do have numbers. Once again, not very exciting at this moment in time, but they are going to be more exciting in a few months' time, especially once we get the game site going. Um, um, but certainly earlier than that, we'll have the campaign for the turnkey cash cow. But our registered members is a net increase of 1 in the last 24 hours to 38,809. Talk about a net increase because we take out people that have not logged in for 2 months, um, and we always have new registrations, and it depends on whether we've got more registrations or more people we've picked out, whether it's a plus or a minus. So in the last 24 hours, it's a +1. Active member count is up by 2 in the last 24 hours to 4,071. Those are people that are logging in every day. And multiply Weezer, no change in anything that's there. We did get a few cents for logging in from the revenue share, but not enough to boost the bonus pool up into the next dollar. And that pretty much covers what we've got. Okay, so with that, I'm here every day, same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Um, and just a minute, we've got somebody. I think didn't we answer this question before? If we log in every day, how much are we to earn? Depends on what you're in. I think I answered that. But all the information is on the site, Syed. Just go through the website, the different plans. Um, if you're just logging in every day, the only thing that you're going to get that you can withdraw from is the secondary staking. You don't even log in for the stable stake. I don't think so, anyway. We've not programmed it yet, and we've not made a final decision on that. But my thoughts are that you don't really need to. Maybe we'll say you have to log in once a month or something like that. Okay. So that's it. So until tomorrow, I'll feed the same. Be Weezer warriors. Get out there. Share some of that love and abundance. Be of service to others. You'll find that joy and happiness. And you will find also everything that you want and need in life will flow to you. Just get out there. Help other people. Be of service to them. The more service you offer to the more people, the happier you'll be, and the quicker everything that you want in life will flow to you. Okay? So just do it. Go the extra mile. Be Weezer warriors. So until tomorrow, see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator.